Welcome back to some third and fourth round action of the Sfl Draft. We are already starting off with the Cobras on the clock here. The Cobras selecting Mackie Lee as their last pick of the second round. Great pick here. DJ Mead is still on the board. And so there's some great talents in this draft. There's some utility, if they would look into this for some utility, in Tyler Grandchamp, who's comparison to like Edwin Ouimet, they're both around the same players, and Edwin Ouimet was a first overall pick, and that's how stacked this draft class is. So yeah, whoa, we're starting something off early. There's a trade already in the third round, first trade of the draft. The Jaguars are now on the board. Wow, and the pick is in. Wow, this is some crazy news. Who are the Jaguars moving up to get into the draft? Is this where we see DJ Mead or Tim Walker go off the board? Let's find out. The Cobras have traded their third round pick to the Jaguars. With the first pick of the third round, 13th pick of the draft, the Jaguars are proud to select Jared Ainley, wide receiver, defensive back. Wow, that is a surprise. Jared Ainley. I know the Mustangs were heavily looking into him. They were heavily thinking of drafting him in the third round. But the Jaguars trade up and get him. That's probably going to spark a rivalry between the two teams this year, even though they're in both different divisions. That was crazy. I can't believe it. But the Honey Badgers are on the clock. I know they've been looking for utility player Tyler Grandchamp. Him and Edwin are good friends. Edwin's recently traded to the Honey Badgers. With him still on the board, is this where the Honey Badgers go? Or do they go someone different? The pick is in already, so we'll see what it is. With the second pick in the third round, 14th pick of the draft, the Honey Badgers select Tyler Grandchamp, utility. Solid third round selection there for the Honey Badgers. He'll probably be a starter right away, so expect him to be one of the underrated rookies in this year's class. I didn't talk about the trade. So what happened is the Jaguars received that third round pick from the Cobras, and the Cobras received the Jaguars' third round pick this year and the Jaguars' fourth round pick this year. So the Cobras have some extra picks in this round, and they also have another third round pick from the Goblins in the trade for John Fabiano. So let's talk about the Mustangs now. Who are they selecting? I don't know. They were looking at Jared Ainley. Well, what they are is they're really short on tight ends right now. So expect maybe a Jordan Baptista or KJ Urbina to go here. They were top-ranked tight ends as well, behind John Contillo and Tim Segee. Expect those two to come off the board. The pick is in. We'll see what it is. With the third pick of the third round, 15th pick of the draft, the Mustangs select Xander Submergent, tight end, linebacker. Wow. Surprising. Mustangs don't take any of them. They take Xander Submergent. Xander Submergent, he might be probably a backup tight end towards if they use Will Nebus at tight end. I don't know what the Mustangs are going to do, but Xander Submergent is the pick. So the Cobras are back on the board from the trade with the Jaguars. DJ Mead is still on the board. Someone's got to take him. Pick is in. Is this it? Do the Cobras take a chance? With the fourth pick of the third round, 16th pick of the draft, the Cobras are proud to select DJ Mead, wide receiver, defensive back. And there you go. DJ Mead is a Cobra. He's finally taken off the board. And it's the Astros' turn to choose. They already drafted two tight ends. Right here. Do they go quarterback here to be a backup towards Nick Anderson, maybe? Or are they going to go with another weapon? Pick is in. We'll see who they select. With the fifth pick of the third round, 17th pick of the draft,
The Astros select Connor Cirqua, tight end, linebacker.
Alrighty, the Astros select another tight end, which is weird, but I don't know. So the Cobras are now on the clock after receiving this pick from the Goblins. So who are the Cobras going to take here? Jordan Baptista and KG Urbina are still on the board. Pick is in. Are they going with one of those guys?
With the 6th pick of the 3rd round, 18th pick of the draft, the Cobras are proud to select Jordan Baptista, tight end, linebacker.
And that concludes the 3rd round. The Jordan Baptista going to the Cobras. Alrighty. Start of the 4th round. Nobody should sleep on this round right now. It's a pretty good round to be picked, as we've seen Joe Smith, Mr. Irrelevant, another Mr. Irrelevant that has had a pretty good start to his career and is now in the Goblins. And first pick of the 4th round goes to the Goblins. I'm interested in who they're picking. Some good talent still left there. And the pick is in. Is this where we see Tim Walker? First round talent, and he falls to the 4th round? That's crazy. Or do we see someone else?
With the first pick of the 4th round, 19th pick of the draft, the Goblins are proud to select Jared Rogerio, wide receiver, linebacker.
Okay, so the Goblins are trying to help out that defense. Jared Rogerio is mainly a linebacker, and that's what the Goblins went with. And Astros are back on the clock. Who are they going to go with? Hopefully not another tight end, but we'll see. Their pick is in.
With the 2nd pick of the 4th round, and the 20th pick of the Sfl Draft, the Astros are proud to select James O'Keefe, wide receiver, defensive back.
And the Cobras are back on the clock after the James O'Keefe pick. Astros finally taking a receiver. Who the Cobras got here? Tim Walker's still on the board. He does want to play some quarterback, though, Tim Walker said. So he can play both positions, wide receiver and quarterback. I don't know if the Cobras are looking for a quarterback here, but the pick is in. We'll see who it is.
With the 3rd pick of the 4th round, 21st pick of the Sfl Draft, the Cobras have selected Ray Porter, tight end.
Alrighty, so the Cobras have selected Ray Porter as another tight end. Cobras have a lot of picks in this draft. Mustangs are now on the clock. Who are they going to go with? Tim Walker is still on the board. So is KJ O'Brien. They should go with one of those guys. Oh, and there's a trade back to the Cobras. And we're going to get reports on the trade. It looks like A.J. Hitu, who the Mustangs recently just signed, is going back to the Cobras. And the Mustangs receive a 2nd-round pick. And the Cobras receive A.J. Hitu and this pick right now in the draft. The pick is in. Who do the Cobras get? I can't believe A.J. Hitu was literally just signed. And he's going back to the Cobras already.
The Mustangs have traded this pick to the Cobras. And the Cobras, in exchange, get A.J. Hitu back. With the 4th pick of the 4th round, 22nd pick of the Sfl Draft, the Cobras are proud to select KJ Urbina, tight end, linebacker.
Alrighty. Last 2 picks of the draft. Tim Walker is still on the board. Who are the Honey Badgers going to go with here? I think they should go with him. I think they got to take a chance. They got to do it. The pick is in. Who are they going?
With the 5th pick of the 4th round, 23rd pick of the Sfl Draft, the Honey Badgers are proud to select Tim Walker, utility.
Wow, finally, Tim Walker comes off the board. What a pick for the Honey Badgers there. Honey Badgers looking like they won this draft. This is crazy. The Honey Badgers, look out next year. I know we say this a lot, but look out. The Cobras are now in the pick for Mr. Irrelevant of 2021. certainly last but not least, is most of the Mr. Irrelevance have been one of the better players in this league so far. So, the pick is in. Who is it?
With the 6th pick of the 4th round, the final pick of the SFL Draft, last but certainly not least, as we have seen in this league. The Cobras are proud to select Antonio Delgreco, tight end, linebacker. That concludes the SFL Draft.
And that's all, folks. That concludes the 2021 SFL All-Rookie Draft. Antonio Delgreco is the final pick of the 4th round, and he's heading to the Cobras. Guys, I cannot wait for this 2021 season to start. It's going to be so interesting. And thank you all for watching. Tune in to some insane news and crazy videos coming up next. Thank you, guys.